Manila is the most important city in her country. It is the capital city of the Philippines and a highly urbanized city. It is home to most of the country's historic sites and culture and the center of modernization and commerce. Have you ever wondered why is Manila called Manila? The city's name, originally Maynilad, is derived from that of the nilad plant, a flowering shrub adapted to marshy conditions, which once grew profusely along the banks of the river. The name was shortened first to Maynila and then to its present form. When was Manila established? The Spanish city of Manila was founded on June 24, 1571 by Spanish conquistador Miguel Lopez de Legazpi. The date is regarded as the city's official founding date. However, a settlement has already existed, dating back as far as 1258. Manila was also the seat of power for most of the country's colonial rulers. Andres Bonifacio Y. de Castro is the supremo and the revolutionary leader of Kataas-Taasang Kagalang-Galangang Katipunan ng mga Anak ng Bayan or KKK. He started an armed struggle against Spain, which Rizal opposed at that time. Hailing from Tondo, Manila, Andres Bonifacio used his physical strength and leadership to fight against the country conquerors. To honor his bravery in protecting the freedom of every Filipino, November 30, his birthday, has been declared a national holiday. Jose Protasio Rizal Mercado y Realonda, or popularly known as Jose Rizal, is the country national hero. During the Spanish colonial era, he was executed in front of Filipino crowd in Bagong Bayan, known today as Rizal Park, in honor to his bravery. Rizal is the pride of Calamba, Laguna. He had shown leadership and courage through his writings Toli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo, two books that every Filipino student reads through. Manila is home to many historic sites, some of which were built during the 16th century. Manila has many of the Philippines' firsts, including the first university. The Universidad de San Ignacio was a university in city of Manila in the Philippines, founded in 1590. It is one of the earliest educational institutions founded by the European explorers in Asia when it was established by the Jesuits headed by Father Antonio Cedeño. The Pasig River Light was the first light station in the Philippines when it was established in 1642. The first lighthouse tower in the country was erected in the station and first lit in 1846. It was then located on the North Jetty at the mouth of Pasig River in San Nicolas, Manila, marking the entrance of the river for vessels cruising Manila Bay, looking to dock in the inland port of Manila that was then located along the banks of the Pasig River in Binondo and Intramuros. The Metropolitan Water Works and Sewerage System, or MWSS, holds the distinction of being one of the oldest and most formidable government organizations in the Philippines. Its roots were traced to the first water system laid out in Old Manila in 1878, from funds donated by Spanish philanthropist Francisco Carriedo y Peredo. The construction of a water system in 1878 delivered 16 million liters of water per day to 300,000 people. Its main objective was to improve the people's health and living conditions through clean drinking water. The Carriedo system had evolved from the Manila Water Supply System in 1908 to Metropolitan Water District in 1919. 35 years later, it became the National Water Works and Sewerage Authority, or NAWASA. The Manila Hotel is a 570-room, historic 5-star hotel located along Manila Bay. The hotel is the oldest premier hotel in the Philippines, built in 1909 to rival Malacanang Palace. It was opened on the commemoration of American independence on July 4, 1912. Its penthouse served as the residence of General Douglas MacArthur during his tenure as the military advisor of the Philippine Commonwealth from 1935 to 1941. Electricity was first introduced in the Philippines in 1894, when La Electricista S.A. began serving the first homes in Manila from a power plant along Calle San Sebastian, today known as Felix Resurrection Hidalgo Street in Quiapo. Founded in 1891, La Electricista was partially owned by the Compañía General de Tabacos de Filipinas, the Philippines then tobacco monopoly. Electric street lights were introduced to Manila in 1895, and by the time the Americans came around in 1902, around 3,000 homes had electricity. American businessman Charles M. Swift later formed in 1903 the Manila Electric Railroad and Light Company, better known today as Meralco. Manila Science High School is the first science high school in the Philippines. It is located on Taft Avenue at the corner of Padre Faura Street in Ermita, Manila, and was established on October 1, 1963. The first rapid transit system, or what we know today as LRT, was completely built and began its operation on December 1, 1984. It was also considered as the first rapid transit system in Southeast Asia. The Manila Zoo, formerly known as the Manila Zoological and Botanical Garden, is a 5.5-hectare zoo located in Malate, Manila, Philippines, that opened on July 25, 1959. They say there is no permanent thing in this world, but only change alone. And the changes, even if it is good or bad, has its own purpose. It is for us to realize and learn to value what we have. And for me, the history and the changes from time to time has contributed a lot in our daily lives, society, and country. Manila has been a big part of Philippines history. Even today, Manila continues to create histories with the help of the present administration. In the leadership of Mayor Francisco Moreno Dumagoso, the Manila is now on rehabilitation and beautification process. Many sites were cleaned, roads were cleared of all forms of obstruction from the moment he started this term up to now. Recently, Isko Moreno was honored by the Lifestyle Asia as one of the agents of change in society.
South San Francisco, I've tried to rides in Disneyland. Dated a million girls in Sydney.